Hey guys, it's Retro here. And before we get started with the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have a Patreon page. Now, the Patreon subscription for my page is only $1 a month, but that does get you some awesome perks. You'll get to see videos as soon as they're finished, as opposed to having to wait for Friday. So you get to watch our long-form videos like this one just a bit early. Also, you'll get to vote on what topics get made first, as I do occasionally post polls like that in our Patreon. So, if you like my content and you want to support it, definitely check us out on the link in the description. Thanks so much. Let's get to the video. Hey, what's up, guys? Retro Coyote here. Happy Fursuit Friday. You know, fandoms are weird, aren't they? From Star Wars to League of Legends, from Smash Brothers to anime, no fandom is without a certain toxic element of some sort. This, oftentimes loud minority, can sometimes color the outside world's perception of a fandom and might give prospective fans the wrong impression about the community. Now, the furry fandom is certainly no stranger to this. As a new person to the community, my experience, however, has been overwhelmingly positive. That being said, as someone who's ever been online can tell you, people can sometimes be garbage. I've seen and read stories regarding bad actors within our community who are guilty of things ranging from general bad behavior like lying, stealing, bullying, etc., to far more extreme and rather disturbing things I can't talk about here because this is a family show. When word of these activities inevitably reaches the public, you can start to see why many outside of our community don't hold us in such high regard. But what most people may not realize is that as far as fandoms go, the furries are actually one of the absolute best when it comes to self-policing and removing problems from their community. Oftentimes, when a member of the furry community is found to have committed a particularly heinous act, something called a beware is posted in a public space, such as YouTube, Twitter, and other such social sites. A beware is essentially a breakdown of what the individual did, the details surrounding the situation, and a warning to others not to work with this individual. Being new to the fandom, I try very hard to steer clear of this sort of stuff, but thankfully I was able to reach out to another furry YouTuber who has a bit more experience in this arena, and he was kind enough to agree to collaborate on this video with me. So with that in mind, I would like to introduce you to ShrapnelVargr, and I'm going to let him take it from here.
Hey Retro, thank you very much for having me on. I hope you're having the most excellent day. Now, you asked me to talk about 2 or 3 incidents where the furry fandom discovered some rather gnarly people in the fandom and how we reacted to it. So I've got a couple of doozies for you. Some you may be familiar with, some you may not. Now, the first one I'm going to talk about is a dude named Kira the Wolf, who was a fairly big YouTuber in the furry fandom up until we discovered that he was a zoo sadist. Now, what is a zoo sadist? That is someone who likes to hurt animals and have sex with them at the same time. Or in some cases, just have sex with dead animals. Now, when the fandom found out about this, we reacted with righteous anger. His YouTube channel pretty much just became pure hate comments. He had a couple of people defending him, which I don't understand. It's like, why would you defend that kind of shit? The evidence was solid. But he still had, people defending him. He tried lying his way out of it. But when the truth came out properly, the fandom just shunned him. His YouTube channel just went down the toilet. And, quite rightly so. We don't want that kind of shit in this fandom. And I'm pretty sure if he turned up to a convention or a meet now, he would get his ass beat before he even got through the door. Now, the next one I want to talk about is Hypnotist Sappho. She outed herself as a zoophile. And again, the fandom reacted with righteous anger. But what gets me is that more people defended her and her channel actually grew. Right up until the point where the furry fandom's, quite rightful campaign against her actually made her go a little bit loopy, and I believe she deleted her channel or something like that and quit the fandom, and I believe she's getting psychiatric help right now. So I'm glad she's getting help if that's true. But yeah, again, someone outed themselves as a zoophile and then got put down. And the final person I want to talk about is a dude named Bolt Shepherd, who is a local fur to me, who actually got outed as being into cub porn. And again, when that came out, the fandom not only reacted to that, but they also started sharing stories of other gnarly stuff that he was into. And I actually have a video, Beware on him, which kind of broke the news to the fandom about this one image, and the fandom reacted quite strongly against him. But there is a positive note to this dude. Now, he has told me since that video came out that he is seeking therapy to get his head fixed over it all, which, you know, is a positive thing to come out of the fandom discovering this kind of stuff. So those are 3 instances where the fandom has found out about people who are rather gnarly and how we've reacted. I think the fandom as a whole, when they discover this kind of stuff, they do react pretty well. Obviously, there's gonna be people who try and defend them or don't believe anything, and that's understandable if there's no solid evidence. But in these instances, there were solid evidence, and the fandom ripped them to shreds, and quite rightfully too. So again, thank you very much for having me on. I hope you have a most excellent day. You take care of yourself, dude, and I will see you in the next video, okay? Enjoy yourself. Ta-ra.
ShrapnelVargr is one of my favorite furry YouTubers, and he rocks. He's a big inspiration to me, and I'm super stoked that he took the time to collaborate with me on this video, and I'm going to put a link to his channel down in the description below. So if you haven't checked him out yet, do so. He makes some awesome content. But as he illustrated, there are always going to be those bad actors in our community, people who cause problems and do stuff they're obviously not supposed to do. The best we can do is to keep an eye on those problems, and if we see something, say something. Get it out there with as much information as we can so that we can take those problems and get them out, get them taken care of. Because the more we do that, the better the community is going to be in the long run, not just for us, but for everybody. So, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching if you're still here at the end of it. If you want to help us out, we're almost to 800 subscribers, and that'll be awesome to hit that for our 2-year anniversary of this channel. So if you want to help us hit that goal, then punch that subscribe button in the face, and don't forget to ring that little bell so that you're notified when I post. Other than that, guys, I do want to thank you so much for watching again, and another big shout out to Shrapnel. You rock, bro. Thanks again for helping me out with this. I couldn't have done it without you. See you guys next time. Bye.